In moments of public crisis, there are always two narratives unfolding at once. There is the version we see, the composed statements, the steady posture, the carefully chosen words. And then, there is the private version, the one that exists beyond cameras and press briefings. With Savannah Guthrie, much of the country has witnessed the visible layer. They have seen a seasoned journalist address uncertainty with professionalism and restraint. They have praised her poise. They have called her brave. But composure is not the same as absence of pain. What viewers observe through a screen is often the result of years, sometimes decades, of training oneself to remain functional under pressure. The public sees strength. What they may not see is the cost of sustaining that strength when the crisis is not a news event, but something deeply personal. A career built on steadiness. At 54, Savannah stands in a chapter of life many professionals anticipate with hard-earned confidence. She has spent years at the anchor desk of today, navigating political upheavals, cultural shifts, and demanding live broadcasts. Morning television is relentless. It requires emotional agility and mental clarity before most people finish their first cup of coffee. Savannah has done that daily while raising children and maintaining a private family life. Reaching one's mid-50s after such a career often brings a sense of arrival, a quiet understanding that you have proven yourself. Yet personal crisis does not respect professional milestones. The same discipline that allowed her to succeed publicly may also shape how she handles private turmoil. And sometimes, the very traits that built a career become the framework through which pain is processed. The shock of sudden upheaval. When a family emergency emerges, time fractures. The world outside continues, but inside, everything narrows. For someone in Savannah's position, that fracture is magnified by visibility. She must navigate uncertainty while millions analyze every expression. Public attention can be supportive, but it can also intensify isolation. In private grief, there is space to unravel. In public grief, even silence is scrutinized. This duality creates emotional layering. On one track, there is the practical reality, coordinating with authorities, communicating carefully, protecting loved ones. On another track, there is the daughter responding instinctively to fear and longing. These tracks run simultaneously, often colliding. The challenge becomes not only surviving the crisis itself, but surviving it under observation. That reality alone would test even the most resilient person. The influence of early lessons. Every adult carries childhood lessons into moments of stress. Savannah has spoken in past interviews about being raised with high expectations and strong values. Many parents teach their children to be capable and composed in adversity. Those teachings can create remarkable resilience. They can also make vulnerability feel unfamiliar. When someone grows up believing that strength is the correct response to hardship, expressing fear may feel almost disloyal to the values instilled in them. It is not about blame. It is about understanding how deeply formative messages become internal voices. In crisis, we often default to what was modeled for us early in life. For Savannah, remaining steady may not be a conscious performance. It may simply be the way she knows how to move through chaos. Public grace and private strain. Observers have commented on Savannah's measured tone in recent statements. Her words have been structured, deliberate, controlled. That control has been interpreted as extraordinary composure. Yet psychological research shows that high-functioning individuals often compartmentalize under duress. They focus on tasks because action feels safer than collapse. This does not mean they are unaffected. It means they are prioritizing function over visible emotion. The danger lies in assuming that visible restraint equals emotional immunity. Strength, particularly in public figures, is frequently misunderstood. The absence of tears on camera does not equate to the absence of anguish behind closed doors. The discipline that enables someone to communicate clearly in crisis can coexist with profound internal distress. The pressure of being watched living publicly alters how crises unfold. Every appearance becomes symbolic. Every sentence is replayed and dissected. Savannah's experience highlights the complex burden of being both a private individual and a trusted public presence. She cannot fully retreat, yet she cannot fully reveal. There is responsibility to ongoing investigations, to colleagues, to viewers who rely on clarity. That responsibility may compel her to maintain structure even when her instincts might be to withdraw. Public expectation often celebrates unbreakable strength, but constant strength can be exhausting. It leaves little room for messy, unfiltered emotion. When someone's identity has long been tied to steadiness, stepping outside that role, even briefly, can feel disorienting. The unanswered question. Beneath professional performance lies a universal human need: reassurance. No matter how accomplished someone becomes, the desire to feel accepted without condition does not disappear. Achievement does not silence the inner question: am I enough? For many people, that question traces back to early relationships. It is shaped by love, guidance, expectation, and memory. In moments of profound uncertainty, those early dynamics resurface. Savannah's public grace may coexist with deeply personal reflection. When life feels out of control, individuals often revisit foundational beliefs about worth and approval. That process is intensely private, rarely visible from the outside. Yet it may be the most significant emotional layer unfolding beneath the headlines. The complexity of love and expectation. It is possible for love and expectation to exist side by side. Parents can love fiercely while also urging excellence. Children can grow into extraordinary adults under that guidance. But when expectation becomes intertwined with identity, separating accomplishment from inherent worth can be difficult. In adulthood, especially during crisis, this dynamic may surface powerfully. The longing for unconditional reassurance does not vanish with age. It may even intensify when circumstances feel beyond control. Understanding this complexity allows observers to move away from simplistic narratives. This is not about assigning fault. It is about recognizing that family bonds shape emotional responses in ways that last a lifetime. Compassion over speculation. In highly visible situations, speculation spreads quickly. People analyze facial expressions, vocal tone, timing of statements. But analysis without context risks misunderstanding. Compassion requires stepping back from assumptions. Savannah is not only a journalist or public figure. She is a daughter navigating fear and uncertainty while maintaining responsibility to others. The strongest response from the public is not scrutiny, but empathy. Recognizing that visible composure may mask invisible strain allows for more humane interpretation. Instead of asking why she appears controlled, we might acknowledge that control is often a coping mechanism, not a denial of feeling. The hope for healing. Words, ultimately, beneath every public crisis lies a simple human hope: connection. No professional accolade replaces the comfort of hearing, "You're loved exactly as you are." Regardless of outcome, what Savannah likely needs most is not commentary on her strength, but permission to be human, permission to rest from performance, permission to grieve openly or quietly, in whatever form feels authentic. When crises resolve, whether through relief or heartbreak, the work of healing begins. That healing often involves revisiting old narratives about worth and rewriting them with gentleness. Savannah Guthrie's visible steadiness has inspired many, but perhaps the deeper lesson is this: strength does not eliminate vulnerability, it lives beside it. And in times like these, what matters most is not how perfectly someone performs resilience, but whether they are surrounded by people who remind them they never had to earn love in the first place.